In today's video, we'll be talking about the possibility of an awesome subscription service finally making its way over to the PlayStation 4. It's being rumored at this point, and yes, it is EA Access coming from EA. That's inherently gonna have some controversy, but even if you hate EA, there is no denying that EA Access is a great value and a great service, and I would love to see it come over to the PS4. And EA is hinting that might be the case. Also, speaking of EA, while they've put out some absolutely atrocious Star Wars games, I thought Battlefront 2 turned out to be an okay game, but the first Battlefront wasn't all too great. A lot of gamers are excited for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, a single-player Star Wars title being put out by Respawn. We know it's coming out this year, but we still haven't heard much. However, EA is saying that it's exceptional and they've played it. Also, a while back, we talked about the possibility of Borderlands 1 getting a PlayStation 4 remaster, and it looks like that'll be happening rather soon, as a Reddit user spotted that the trophies have been posted for the game. Notably, it had 81 trophies, and it included all of the DLC as well, so that's a remaster I would love to see come over to the PS4, especially if it's priced accordingly. We've also got the rankings for the top downloads from the PlayStation Store for the month of January. I always like to take a look at this to see how games are doing, and your usual suspects are pretty high up on the list, and I'll be rounding out the video by taking a look at some great deals that are available right now, all of these coming from Best Buy, some tremendous deals on the Yakuza games, and a couple of other PS4 games to note. First up, let's talk all about EA Access, and I know some of you guys are just gonna right away be like, oh my god, an EA product, get this away from the PlayStation 4. However, if you don't know what EA Access is, it's actually a great service. It's $5 a month or $30 a year, so if you're buying the yearly subscription service, you're paying, what, $2 and change a month? That's pretty great for what you're getting. And what you do get is a vault access to a bunch of EA games. Now, on the Xbox One, it's really great because not only do you get Xbox One games, but because of backwards compatibility, you get a lot of 360 games as well. But there are games like Burnout Paradise Remastered on there, Battlefield 1, Battlefield 4, a lot of their games. The only games that are really excluded are their recent releases, and their recent releases are even playable on PC if you have Origin Access Premier. At this point, that service hasn't been made available on the Xbox One, but I'm sure at some point you would think that would be coming to consoles as well. The base EA Access, again, $30 a year, and you get a vault lineup of games. You also get early access trials to a bunch of their games. You can play 10 hours of a lot of their games that are being released. A lot of people, instead of pre-ordering Anthem, they just subscribe to EA Access to get access to the VIP beta. We didn't have that option on the PlayStation 4, unfortunately, and at the end of the day, all EA Access would offer on the PS4 at the very least is another option. If you do want to play a game like Battlefield 1 or Titanfall 2 or Burnout Paradise Remastered, well, it would be available through EA Access, and you could sign up for a $5 month. You could pay the $30 for a year. It is a great service, even though it's EA, guys. And EA didn't specifically mention the PlayStation 4, but they did note that EA Access was going to be coming to another major platform later this year. Now, that could point towards the Nintendo Switch. However, it's not like the Nintendo Switch has had a slew of EA releases. I believe they've gotten a couple of sports games. Games like Burnout Paradise Remastered aren't even available on the Nintendo Switch. So why would you really subscribe to EA Access on the Switch? I don't know. There are a couple of EA games on there, but it's not like it would be that enticing of a subscription service on the Switch. On the PlayStation 4, on the other hand, to get access to games like Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, Burnout Paradise Remastered, Battlefield 4, and all the other games, that would be great, and parlaying that into the PlayStation 5, where backwards compatibility looks to be a part of that, hey, EA Access could turn out to be a great service on that end. But take it as a rumor for now, but EA Access will be hitting another major platform sometime later this year. What other platform could it really be? It's coming down to the PS4 and the Switch, and it just makes a lot more sense for it to be a part of the PS4. Moving on from that, another EA topic is one game that a lot of gamers do have some anticipation for is Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. Now, EA has done a lot of damage to the Star Wars gaming property after Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 I thought was actually an okay game, but the marketing of that game was just a train wreck, and they've done some irreparable damage to Star Wars Battlefront. However, now Respawn are at the helms of a new Star Wars game, a single-player Star Wars title in Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. EA COO Blake Jorgensen spoke about Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, and he talked about how he played around 20 minutes of the game, and that is exceptional to be inside the game's world. Jorgensen also noted that Respawn Entertainment has been split into two distinct teams. You might know that Respawn, of course, recently put out Apex Legends. One part of their team is working on shooters, the other team is working on single-player adventure games, so that's a pretty cool note. Respawn is effectively now two different studios, one that will be creating games like Apex Legends, future Titanfall titles, and another that'll be creating games like Star Wars Jedi Fallen Fallen Order. Let's see how Jedi Fallen Order turns out, because this is Respawn's first single-player title, but God knows we need a good Star Wars title from EA. Could you imagine another disappointing Star Wars game from EA? I think some people will give this another chance because it is a distinctly different experience. Even though we don't know much about it at this point, I have anticipation for Jedi Fallen Order. I imagine we'll see it very soon because it is scheduled for a release later this year. Moving on from that, a while back, we talked a lot about Borderlands Game of the Year Edition possibly coming to the PlayStation 4. That's Borderlands 1 along with all of the DLC. And a user over on a Reddit thread spotted that the entire trophy list has been leaked for Borderlands Game of the Year Edition on the PlayStation 4, and notably it includes 81 trophies in total, including trophies from the base game as well as trophies from all of the DLC. That includes Zombie Island of Dr. Ned, Mad Moxie's Underdome Riot, the Secret Army of General Knox, and Claptrap's new Robot Revolution. I loved Borderlands 1. I thought it was a great game. Borderlands 2, in my opinion, was the better game, but I'd love to revisit Borderlands 1. Those games are always just fun to go back to, whether you're playing it solo or you're playing it with a group of friends. As long as it's priced accordingly, I think it would be received rather well on the PlayStation 4. Anything higher than $19.99 I think would be a bit too high, because Borderlands the Handsome Collection included Borderlands 2, Borderlands the pre-sequel, a bunch of DLC, and at that point, those two games were more recent releases. Borderlands Game of the Year Edition, at this point, released, what, back in 2009, literally a decade old? I don't think it should be priced more than $20, but hey, you see games like Burnout Paradise Remastered being released at $40, Odin Sphere Left Tracer, a PS2 game, being released at $50, Tales of Vesperia just came out and that was $50. However, me being cheap as hell, I would like Borderlands Game of the Year Edition to come in at like $20, maybe $30 at most. Anything above $30, that's a complete ripoff. Also, the PlayStation Store's top downloads for the month of January have been revealed, and a lot of your usual suspects are there. Topping the list for PlayStation 4 games is Kingdom Hearts 3. Coming in at second is Resident Evil 2, so obviously those games are going to be doing really well. Number 3 is Grand Theft Auto 5. I do believe that game went on sale in the month of January, so I'm guessing a lot of people picked it up for that, but come on, GTA 5 still killing it. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 at number 4, Madden NFL 19 at number 5. I'm sure people were getting ready for the Super Bowl with that. PUBG is at number 6, Red Dead Redemption 2 at number 7, so GTA 5 considerably higher in the rankings than Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a little bit funny to me. FIFA 19's down at number 8, Minecraft PS4 Edition at number 9, and then number 10 was Battlefield 5. Battlefield 5, another game I do believe went on sale in January. For the PlayStation VR games, topping the list was Beat Saber, then Job Simulator. PSVR Worlds took number 3, Super Hot VR at number 4, Until Dawn Rush of Blood at 5, 6 was Farpoint, 7 was Rick and Morty Virtual Reality, 8 was Arizona Sunshine, 9 was Firewall Zero Hour, and number 10 was Surgeon Simulator Experience Reality. So there you have it. I'll leave a link to the PlayStation blog post in the description box below. There's also free-to-play games, PS Vita games, PS4 themes, and PlayStation Classics if you want to look at those as well. Lastly, I want to give you guys a heads up on some great deals that are available on Best Buy right now. Yakuza 6 The Song of Life Essence of Art Edition is at a new low of $19.99. If you do have a GCU subscription, you'll get it for just $16. This includes the base Yakuza 6 game as well as a pretty cool hardcover art book. And Yakuza 6 for $20, that's inherently a great deal. And speaking of Yakuza, Yakuza Kiwami 2 is down to $30. Would say that's a very good deal on Yakuza Kiwami 2, just released back in late August, so it's not that old of a game, and these games do typically hold up in value. Originally released at $50, which I thought was a little bit high for Yakuza Kiwami 2. Again, this is a case of, this is a remake of a PS2 game, and it was released at $50, so what can you do? Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is down to $20 as well. That's a great game. Ninja Theory, of course, just recently got acquired by Microsoft, so that's a little bit of a disappointment, but Hellblade did come out on the PS4, and it's a great game, and now you can get it physically for $20. And lastly, Just Cause 4 Day 1 Edition is $20 off for $39.99. Pretty good deal on JC4. I do expect this game to get cheaper and cheaper because the word is it's not doing all too well from a sales standpoint. It just released back in early December, but to get it $20 off if you're looking for a fun open world, Just Cause 4 isn't a bad pickup. And that's gonna conclude this video. Again, it looks like EA Access might finally be making its way over to the PlayStation 4. It's coming to another major platform this year. Hopefully it's the PS4. Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is shaping up to be exceptional. Borderlands 1 Game of the Year Edition is probably coming to the PlayStation 4 very soon. Kingdom Hearts 3 and Resident Evil 2 top the PlayStation Store's top downloads for January. And check out all of those great PS4 game deals that are available right now. Links to all of those in the description box below. That's going to conclude this video. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.